Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. For those of you who haven't already guessed, my channel is going to be based around mental health awareness and health. So that ranges from everything from anxiety help to self-harm help and just like stuff like mental health misconceptions and things like that. So today my first video is going to be on things not to say to a self-harmer. So if you want to find out more, then keep watching. Number one, oh my gosh. No, please don't do that. People are probably already self-conscious enough about their scars and probably already know that you can see them, so they don't need you to be like, what is that? You know what it is, you can see what it is, like we don't need that. And don't go up and be like, oh my gosh, and stroke. You wouldn't stroke someone who had a broken leg, you wouldn't stroke the cast, or someone who had a broken arm, you wouldn't do it. Just steer clear. Don't do it. Number two, why did you do that? Realistically, this person is not going to tell you. They're not going to just turn around to you in geography and be like,
so I have some underlying issues that make me want to hurt myself.
That's weird. No one wants to get into that conversation. It's just like a bit like when someone says, are you okay? And someone says no. You're not expecting it. Don't ask. Like, just leave it. Don't do it. Like, they're not going to tell you. Number three, proceed to pretend to sore at your wrists. Okay, number one, not everyone who self-harm cuts, there's all different methods, and it's quite a, I don't know, a misconception that people think that everyone who self-harm cuts. I understand why people think that, because the media portrays it that way, but it's not the thing. And people, like, why are you gonna, it's weird, like, don't do it. Why are you gonna do that? Like, most of all, why? I don't understand, but don't do it. Don't do it. Number four. Did that hurt? Did that hurt? Hard question. Like, come on guys. Come on. Of course it did. Like, if you can see it, then it probably hurt. Disclaimer. Not saying that just because you can't see it doesn't mean it didn't hurt. Not the point, but it probably really did hurt, and that's probably why they did it, because it's a tension reliever and they didn't want to feel what they were feeling anymore. So it's pretty much an obvious question, like, did it hurt? Number five, I've seen worse. Now, the one I've heard this from is people saying, like, their doctors and stuff saying it to them, which is obviously really awful, but they don't need you to be like, seen worse, you know, you tried, good. You tried, but still seen worse. Like, they're not doing it to be like, oh, whose is the worst and stuff like that. They probably feel conscious about it and probably don't need you to make them feel, I don't know, in a way worse about it, to be like, oh, I've seen worse, be like, oh yeah, well look, like, it wasn't quite good enough. Like, it's not like that at all, and you shouldn't say it. Number six. Now, this one makes me laugh because it sort of redefines, like, oh, like, just no. You're too pretty to hurt yourself. Now, I understand why people say this one, because I think that people are like, why would you want to do that to your body? Like, you're a really pretty person, and like, you are so beautiful, like, why would you want to do that? But it comes across as, if you were ugly, I wouldn't care. Like, that's how it comes across. Like, it shouldn't, but it does. So don't make it any worse for yourself and be like, oh, you're so pretty. You don't need to do that. Like, they probably already, like, some people don't have low self-esteem and don't feel anything, like, any, like, that their beauty is defined by whether they're self-harming or not. They don't feel that, so they don't need you to be like, oh, they're really pretty. They might already be like, I know, don't tell me that. Number seven. You're so intelligent, why did you do this? The same as the one before. Intelligence or someone's IQ or how smart they are doesn't depend on how they cope with their issues and vice versa. Someone could be really smart and studying at uni and doing all these extracurriculars, but doesn't mean they still don't have issues, and doesn't mean they can cope with their issues in a healthy way. Like, someone who is less smart or someone who has a lower IQ could be like doing just fine and could just have like a healthy way to deal with the issues might go and jog it out or stuff like that. Like, it doesn't mean just because someone's intelligent that they should know better. Number 8, if you don't know why you do it, then why do you do it? That's probably why the person does it, because they don't know why they're doing it, and if they knew why they were doing it, they'd probably go to the root of that issue and deal with it there. They wouldn't be like, oh, okay, I don't know why I'm doing this, I'm just going to do it anyway. Like, if they knew, I'm sure they would go to that problem and be like, this is why I do that, or this is for that, or whatever. Like, they would already know why they did it, so there wouldn't be that question. Like, yeah, if they knew why they did it, then they probably wouldn't self-harm. Yeah. Number 9. How can you do that to me? Okay. Point I'm going to make here. Someone is not self-harming because they want to hurt someone else, or because they want to make someone else feel guilty about what they've done to them, or for just not for someone else, pretty much. Someone self-harms because it's dealing with their own issues, and it's quite a pretty big thing to try and get like revenge or something on someone, or even, I guess people think that they're really hurt about it and that person's not thinking about it because they're the one doing it. And it is a bit different from being in a self-harmer's point of view to someone outside who really loves that person and really wants to help that person get through their issues. But don't ask, how could you do that to me? Because they're not thinking about you. And last but not least, were you not strong enough to end it all? What? What? No. Please no. This person who is self-harming is probably not suicidal. They're probably using self-harm to cope with the stuff that's going on in their life. They probably don't want to kill themselves. They probably don't want to die. They probably just want to deal with the stuff that's going on in their life. So it's probably a really bad idea to be like, were you not strong? Or did you just choose to stop? Or just don't do it, please. So yeah, that is it. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please do tune in later this week when I'll be posting another one, and that will be on mental health misconceptions, I believe. So yeah, if you want to, in the meantime, read my blog and check out my Tumblr. I will link everything you need in the down bar below. But in the meantime, give it a like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, whatever. And yeah, I hope you all have a good week, and I'll see you later. Bye.